grown the most? Because I remember you talking to your team after regional loss their freshman year, saying you want this team to be tougher. You saw that pay out in their first trip to state and how that came up short. But then last year, it all came to fruition. So how do you feel like this group has grown to the years to the point where you are now playing for a 4A state title?
Yeah, I think you said it. It's all about toughness, and it's mostly mental toughness, being able to play without fear, being able to play with freedom. That Norwell basketball, what we do is it's good, but it's not going to be effective in championship level games if you don't have that belief. So the mental toughness that this group has gained over the last couple years has been tremendous, and that's been the biggest step.
When you take a look at going back to state on Saturday, this is no strange stage to them. They've been here twice in a row now. How do you feel like that will help for a group like this that won that state title last year and will not be daunted by the challenge that's coming up on Saturday?
Yeah, that first year when we were runner-up, there was that wow factor. A lot of pictures taken at practice, that week, and just really in awe of wow, we're playing for a state championship, and what a facility that Indiana high school basketball gets to play in, for theirs. Last year, maybe a couple pictures, I saw that change. It was a business trip, and this year will be more of the same. We get to go down there tomorrow morning. We'll hit the floor. We might get a picture or two, and then we're going to get after it. We're going to keep things normal, and there's a rhythm to what we do in practice. And so we'll stick with that rhythm tomorrow, and we'll get ready for Saturday.
Looking at your opponent for Saturday, what do you know about this Center Grove team? Obviously, very good defensively. They shut down Lola Lampley in that semi-state title game. But what do you know about this team that you'll have to prepare for this coming Saturday?
Well, it's really a battle of styles of play. Coach Stuckmeyer's teams are really well coached, obviously. And when you watch them, they're very good in their man-to-man. They're one of the best, if not the best, gap defensive teams. They're going to get pressure on the ball, but they're really going to play that pack line where it's going to be hard to get drives. We're trying to get drives. That's our whole offense. So we've got to really focus on how hard we cut to create those big gaps and then try to get an advantage with our drives. But we're going to have to play to the third or fourth side of the floor in order to get what we want.
I was going to say, just knowing how this team has been operating all season, you've talked about how your theme all season has been taking that next level. How do you approach a game like this on Saturday, knowing a lot of these games in this postseason run in 4A, you've been seen as the underdog. How do you embrace that side on Saturday, knowing the test coming up with Center Grove, who was yet to lose a game this season?
Well, I do think we're the underdog. When you're a 3A team that's probably, 1/4 the size of the enrollment, that's how we look at ourselves, and I think our kids thrive in that role. I also think that, when you look at our team and how we have to play, we do have to play at another level. That was our kind of our motto going into the season, a whole new level. And it's not just moving up from 3A to 4A. It's the level that you have to play and execute at. And we're going to have to be really good at all that on Saturday.
Kind of a side note, Saturday, the semi-state title win, it was win number 500 for you. What did it mean to you just to reach that kind of milestone in a big atmosphere like that where you punched your ticket back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse?
It's something that if you do it long enough, you might get there. So that was very much a secondary thing for us on Saturday. Kelby Waybright, our AD, was messing with me a couple nights before and pretended like he just knew that I was at 498, and he texted that to me. Are you at 498? And I said, yeah. Well, he knew that because he wanted me to think that he just kind of found out about it. He had something planned, which was pretty cool, with the T-shirts there on the baseline that the kids wore. All that's very special. And I know it's a big milestone. It's 29 years of so many great people. The best thing about doing it on Saturday night was it kind of tied everything in. The semi-state championship, we get to go to the 4A state finals. That's the celebration right there. The secondary thing is it makes you reflect on all the many great people that have been a part of our program. So many great players that have come through, our assistant coaches, wonderful parents, administration, the support that they've shown. It kind of tied everything in together, and that's pretty cool.
Without question. Final thing for me, Coach, just what are you most excited about? A third straight trip to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and regardless, one way or another, you're going to see the entire Austin community come out and support this team, one of 3 Northeast Indiana teams that'll be playing for a state title this weekend.
Just very excited for our whole community, our team, obviously. The senior group, I think this senior group's going to go down as one of the best senior classes in the history of Indiana girls high school basketball, what they've been able to accomplish. It also has a feeling of what it might have been like for these girls to play in a one-class system. You know, the small school playing against, the Goliaths in the state of Indiana. We've gotten a chance to play some really good teams in the tournament, and even during the regular season to try to prepare for this. It has a little bit of that feeling, at least to me. I grew up in that one-class system. I remember what it was like to be the small school trying to knock off the big school. We're excited to be on that stage, and again, that mental toughness that our kids have, they believe that they can do it.